I am your POV guy who is gonna be you today and show you how it feels to wake up one ordinary Tuesday morning and find out you are not who you went to sleep as. But before any of this makes sense, you need to see how today ends. Your back smashes against concrete. Something just threw you through a wall. You try to push yourself up and your arms give out twice. Through the dust and the hole you came in through, a figure is walking toward you, slow, like he has already won. You are going to remember this moment for the rest of your life. But first, let me show you how you got here. Your alarm goes off at 6:45, same as every day. Apartment is cold. Your feet hit the floor and you stand there for a second staring at the wall, not thinking about anything in particular. Kitchen, coffee maker, bread in the toaster. You reach for your mug and the handle snaps off in your hand. Clean break. You look at the handle. You look at your fingers, not a scratch. You toss the pieces in the trash and tell yourself it was a cheap mug. It was not a cheap mug. You work at a warehouse. 12-hour shifts, boxes in, boxes out, 3 years now. It pays rent. Your manager, Tony, calls everyone boss whether he likes them or not. But today the boxes feel wrong. Not a little light like they are empty. You check the label, 40 pounds of printer paper. You are holding it with one hand like it is a shoebox. You pick up another, then another. By mid-morning, you are stacking 3 at a time, and Tony walks past you and says, "Moving fast today, boss." You nod. You don't say anything because you can hear your own heartbeat, and it is calmer than it has any right to be. After your shift, you don't go home. You drive to an empty lot behind a closed-down auto body. You pick up a chunk of concrete the size of a basketball. You squeeze. It turns to powder in your hand. You walk to a rusted dumpster against the back wall, 800 pounds of metal and whatever is rotting inside. You grab the edge. You lift. The whole thing comes off the ground. Your breathing has not even changed. You take 3 steps back. You jump. You clear 20 feet of air and land on the other side so hard you leave cracks in the asphalt. You stand in that empty lot for a long time, looking at your own hands like they belong to a stranger, because something happened to you while you were sleeping, and you don't know what, and you don't know why. And the only thought in your head right now is the one no human is supposed to have at 5:42 on a Tuesday. What else can I do? You spend the next 3 days finding out. Speed, not Olympic fast. Fast enough that the trees blur and the wind cuts your eyes. Durability. You drop a cinder block on your foot from chest height, you laugh. You drop it from higher, you laugh again. Senses. A couple 2 apartments over arguing about a credit card statement. You hear every word, license plates 4 blocks away. You read them without squinting. Then comes the dumb one, the one everyone wants. You climb to the top of your apartment building, you take a breath, and you jump. You do not fly. You land on the asphalt, not hurt, just embarrassed. Standing alone in a parking lot at midnight with your arms still out like an idiot. You sit in your apartment that night with a slightly bent spoon and a bowl of cereal, holding the biggest secret on planet Earth. And the loneliest part is not the secret. The loneliest part is realizing there is nobody in your phone you could even start to explain it to. The first one happens by accident. Walking home from the corner store, tires screeching 2 blocks away, then a crunch, then nothing. You are there in seconds. An SUV on its side, smoke under the hood, a woman pinned inside screaming, eyes the size of plates. You grab the frame and flip it back onto its wheels. You rip the door off its hinges. You pull her out. She grabs your arm with both hands and she does not let go for 10 seconds. She is shaking. She says, "Thank you." And the way she says it is not the polite way. It is the way you say it when you were not sure you were going to see your kids again. You leave before anyone asks your name, and on the walk home, something loosens in your chest, a tightness you didn't know you were carrying. You wanted to be special your whole life. But the first second you actually mattered to a stranger, you almost started crying too, because somewhere in you there was a part that was tired of being invisible, and it just found out it didn't have to be. After that, you can't stop. A mugging behind the train station, a kid on the tracks, a dog into traffic, a gas station robbery, 2 guys outside a bar at 2 a.m. One of them swings at you and breaks 2 knuckles on your jaw, looks at his hand, looks at your face, and runs. You don't have a costume, hoodie, baseball cap, a face mostly in shadow. The local news starts a story it cannot finish. Mysterious Good Samaritan stops armed robbery. Witnesses describe a man of impossible strength. On a grainy phone video on the 11 o'clock news, they give you a name you did not ask for. The Guardian. You hate it. You keep going. Then one night, walking home from a late shift, you feel it. Pressure in the air. The kind of weight that comes before a thunderstorm, except the sky is clear. You stop. 2 blocks ahead, a street light explodes. Then the next one, then the next. A line of dead street lights pointing somewhere. You follow them to a warehouse with the door ripped off its hinges. The air inside is heavy and warm. A man is standing in the center of the floor, average height, average build. His hands are glowing. He looks at you like he has been waiting. Took you long enough. His voice is calm, almost bored. A metal pipe on the floor lifts on its own and turns. Points at you. You don't even know what you are, do you? Let me show you. The pipe fires. You move faster than you have ever moved. It grazes your shoulder, tears your hoodie, doesn't break your skin. The force throws you sideways into a pillar. You throw a steel drum at him. The drum stops 3 feet from his face, hangs there, then drops. He smiles, and then he is gone. You don't know his name. You don't know where he came from. You only know this. Your gift is your body. His gift is everything else, and he is not interested in saving anyone. 48 hours. A section of an overpass collapses during rush hour. You pull 7 people out of crushed cars. The news calls it a structural failure. You saw the support beams. They had been bent. He picks the place himself. Downtown intersection, middle of the day. He is standing in the center with cars in a slow orbit around him and a street light ripped from the ground hovering above his head like a javelin. There you are. The street light comes at you first. You catch it. The impact drives you back 20 feet. Your shoes tear 2 trenches in the asphalt. You throw it aside. You charge. You land 1 punch on his jaw, and he goes backward through a car and through a brick wall. 3 seconds of silence. Then he walks out of the rubble standing. He raises both hands. Everything metal within 100 yards rips free. Car doors, street signs, fencing, a tornado of jagged edges with you in the middle. 100 pieces of metal hit you at once, and your back smashes against concrete. You cannot push yourself up. Your arms give out twice. Through the hole in the wall, he is walking toward you, slow, like he has already won. He stops 10 feet away. He raises his hands to hold you in place, but the glow around them is weaker now, flickering. His eyes are red the way human eyes are not supposed to be red. He is burning out. You feel his pressure on you, and you feel it fail. You grab his wrist. He screams. He tries to pull free. You do not let go. Stop, you say. He doesn't. So you push him to the ground and you hold him there until he is just a man again. The cops take him. You are 3 blocks away before the first cruiser turns the corner. You walk home. You could run it in seconds, but you walk. Your hoodie is destroyed. The cap is gone. Your hands are shaking, but not from damage. Your body is already putting itself back together. By morning, there will not be a mark on you. Your apartment is exactly how you left it. Dishes in the sink, remote on the couch, coffee maker still has grounds in it from this morning. You lock the door behind you and stand in the hallway. The silence is not the silence of no sound. It is the silence of no people. Your phone buzzes. Tony, hey boss, heard there was some kind of thing downtown. You good? You type, yeah, all good. You hit send. In the bathroom, you look in the mirror. No cuts, no bruises, not a mark. The same face as this morning, the same face as before any of this. The woman from the SUV is home tonight with her husband. The kid from the train tracks is asleep in his bed. Somewhere across this city, families are sitting down to dinner because of a guy in a hoodie they will never meet. And here's the truth nobody told you when you were a kid wishing for this. You were never given powers. You were given everyone. You never asked to be a hero. And now you do not have a choice.